If you're one of the few people who never downloaded Rovio's Angry Birds mobile game, the premise is delightfully simple. Flightless, multicolored birds slingshot themselves into pigs' fortresses so they can retrieve their stolen eggs. For the Angry Birds movie, that idea is fleshed out even more and tells the story of how those birds got to be so flustered in the first place. The film begins on a tropical island populated entirely by happy bird creatures. Well, almost entirely. Our short-tempered hero, Red, has been sentenced to anger management, where he meets a speed demon Val named Chuck and a volatile bomb called, Bomb. But when a boatload of green pigs show up and drop anchor on Red's home, he and his buddies decide to investigate. If there's one thing the Angry Birds movie gets absolutely right, it's pairing the characters with their voice counterpart. Jason Sudeikis as Red, Josh Gad as Chuck, Danny McBride as Bomb, along with Maya Rudolph, Keegan-Michael Key, Bill Hader, Kate McKinnon, and Sean Penn in supporting roles. However, the story is a little sluggish even at 95 minutes. It takes about 2/3 of the movie to reach a notable turning point, when the pigs finally steal the eggs from the birds. Leading up to that, we get several amusing sequences, like the birds' first anger management session and the introduction of Mighty Eagle, voiced by a very game Peter Dinklage. Still, that first hour or so feels padded out and takes the Family Guy approach to bits, that is, beating them into the ground. Only here they're mostly aimed at kids. That's not to say this style of comedy doesn't also yield a few gems. I shamefully lost it when Chuck and Bomb started drinking and bathing out of Mighty Eagle's Lake of Wisdom, only to find out it was his personal urinal. Not surprisingly though, the showstopper and highlight of Angry Birds is the final act, which is basically a revved up version of the game. Clearly this is where the filmmakers spent most of their time and effort, but it pays off really well. Not only does every bird get their moment to shine, but it's done in such a way that's both funny and visually exciting. At the same time, the Angry Birds movie delivers a positive message of it's okay to be angry sometimes, especially when that anger is put to good use. While the film never reaches DreamWorks or Pixar levels of emotion, there's a bit of heart to this story, specifically as it relates to Red. Again, the pacing is a little off and most of the jokes are for children, but overall it's a fun ride, and definitely more enjoyable than it has any right to be. For more movie reviews, keep it on IGN.
Keep your wings, legs, and beak inside the slingshot at all times.
Okie doke. Fire!